Hi, it's Bob Allisat, wishing you a good day, wherever you are. We have people tuning in from around the world, so I'm trying to be conscious of that in terms of what I do and how I do it. All of the stuff that I use is either found or very low in price, and I try and make do with whatever is either of those two things. And also, so that it's not too fine and highfalutin, that it's kind of down to earth and kind of rough and tumble, the things that I do. Because first of all, I like that. Second of all, I think it's just to inspire everybody to do this, to make stuff, to paint, to do sculptures, to do whatever you want to do, wherever you are. Without an idea, you have to be like Pablo Picasso or some damn thing. No, you don't. Everybody, anybody, if I can do it, anyone can do it, because I'm no genius, all right? I'm a little slow, and I hit my head's in the clouds. That's the way it is, and I have to deal with it. So I deal with it, and I use the things that are around me that are free or no or low cost. Like a lot of the stuff I find or just, get, or I have around the house. So on my list, this is yesterday's list. The theme yesterday. Today the theme is mostly digital. And I got some things to do in terms of the physical analog world. And by that I mean paint and screws and blah, 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 all this stuff. But I really want to do the kind of digital stuff. And I want to shift over and show you some things. And I'll just have to change, move the camera, which is otherwise known as a cell phone. See, you can do it on your cell phone. Everybody's got one of those worldwide. And if you don't have one, you will soon, because they're crazy about getting you on this world. So yesterday, I said I'm going to fix the Comet. Well, let's talk about this park post. These flyers I was going to put up. Well, it turned out to be a disaster because the tape started ripping in little tiny pieces because it was too cold, you see? So I'm going to have to figure something else out. That was a crazy fail. Like I sat out there for about 10 minutes trying to take off. The tape froze up. So that's back to the drawing board with that one. Okay, Dark Star. That was yesterday, repair job. So I got some news on that one. Remember I put glue on one side and gesso on the other? This is the one side with the gesso. And it's pretty good, eh? But when I went to check on it, just a little while later, from when I did that with you guys, this was just a hole. So what I had to do quickly, put this piece of paper there, heavy paper, in the glue, and then double glue it again, kind of smear it around. So turned out pretty successful. Whoop. Let's clear stuff off this desk, because I was busy when you weren't here. I'm going to need that. I don't need that. I was quite busy because I couldn't sleep last night, so I did some stuff, some like maintenance and stuff like that. And I'm trying out a new microphone, so you hear the wire. You hear that sound? That sound? That's the cable. I'm doing now like a wired mic. So we'll work out the details there. So that was, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. So that was yesterday. This is today. It's always good to check your lists when you're, there we go. And it was too bright. I couldn't see anything in that video, especially on this paper. So maybe it's too bright or something. I don't know. Okay, so we did Comet. Oh, no, I didn't finish that. I want to show you some of my digital tools. Okay, how about I show you my my work, what do you want to call it? Work clothes. I'll do like a fashion show. That'll be frightening. Work clothes. Okay, I'm going to leave a little blank here for stuff. Okay, just that comes up. We got everything out of the way. Don't need that today. Don't need that. I'll try this again. So what's today? Mostly digital. There's my list. Okay. Oh yeah, one more thing. This is a little, we'll call this one pink. This to the side, and I use these two. Whoop. You hear that was the microphone. I use these two to keep the canvas off the table so that I can paint and paint around the edges, which is what I do. Oh, where did I put it? Over here. Okay, here comes Comet. Let's fix it. So it turned out quite well. I'll show you again. See? Turned out quite well on this side. You can hardly tell. And remember, we're doing this rough. We're not playing like a fancy game here. We're doing rough art. We're doing like accessible painting. Anyone can paint painting. So I said then I'm going to gesso over, which I shall. Get out the handy gesso. Pop some light over here. Huh. Okay. So I'm just going to put that another coat. Uh-oh. And remember, use paint that you can get. I use acrylic paint, okay? And I'm not too fancy about the grade or whatever. And I'll bring down one of my, holy moly. So I got this for like next to nothing when there was an art store that went out. There was a store that did art experiences and they went out of business. They stopped doing that. I got that for next to nothing. That'll last me. It's half full, but black will last you forever. And then I went to an art store, and got a similar big one. It cost $20, Canadian dollars. Now, wherever you are, use what you got, not what you don't got. Like, why do I paint in black and white and gray? I covered this in a previous video, but the reason is because in digital world, mostly digital day, right? There's 16 million or whatever billion colors, right? And since I was working in digital for like forever, more than I painted paint, like regular physical paint. Since I was working in digital, and you had all these beautiful million colors, I got spoiled. And now, in order to do all of the colors that I did on the digital side, I'd have to spend thousands of dollars in paint, in acrylic paint. Yes, I can get a limited color palette, but no, I don't want that. I did that when I was younger. I want to have the full spectrum, so I'm not going to do it. But I got some tricks coming, some new stuff. So that's this side. I'm debating, when you see here, if I turn it over, these little sticks here keep it from hitting the surface of the table. I think I'm going to put some on this side. And then I'm going to set it aside. And tomorrow, paint. Or the next day. Because next up in painting, which will be tomorrow, is that one I showed you yesterday. And I'll pop it in quick. You'll notice, I don't know if you can see, I have headphones so I could hear that it's working. I'm going to take these headphones off because it's working and it's making too much noise. Sounds like... make no more noise. Okay. And the microphone, well, it's a microphone now. It's not a wireless. Okay. So I'm going to set that aside to dry. It's almost over here. We'll pick that up in the next few days. And this was the one yesterday, the dark star that I... well, let's just hope you see it. So I did this line here, and then I'm going to finish it up, talk about some little things here. But I'll do that tomorrow, okay? Okay. So, fix the Comet. Let's do this one. What is that? Okay, I don't have many colors, right? These colors came with the black. It was just like in the deal. I got the black and then a whole bunch of miscellaneous colors. So what I'm going to do with the pink is put one blob on each corner. So when I'm doing the videos, I can see that the table is in focus. All right? And now I see this corner is not in focus. In fact, so I want to get them all in there. There we go. So then I can see when I'm doing this that every corner is in focus. I can't see that one over there, but okay. It's a work in progress, right? Oh, and the lighting I'll have to figure out. Okay. Pink. Next. I'm going to have to move over here. Right next to me this is the paint area and fixing stuff. I also had to fix some things that not to do with this last night and in the morning. And so I also do like cutting wood and screwing over here too. Small area. It's not big, but it's enough. Okay, so I'm going to move over here, and then at the end, then we'll talk with my digital tools. All right? I'm going to have to turn this off, and we'll come back in a minute. Hello. We're back here for a little digital tour. Today is mostly digital, and these are my digital tools. Besides the cell phone up here, which is my camera, I also have another camera I should run and get and show you, because it's very inexpensive and it's 4K. This one's 1080p, which as you know is passé, but still pretty useful. I stick to 1080p, but I also have a 4K. It's like, oh, first of all, this is a tablet. It's a Samsung 7S Plus, 2 or 3 years old, and you can get them for next to nothing now. I've seen them very low priced on Amazon and other marketplaces, even the 8 Plus Samsung. So I suggest when you're doing stuff like this, that you use a tablet. You can use a cell phone. I did that for many years. Many years. So, you know what? You can do it on the cell phone. You can do it on the tablet. All of these are mobile apps, so they can work on the cell or on a tablet. I highly recommend a tablet. The tablet revolutionized the way I do things. Which one? Okay, so I edit. Start with that. Let's get that out of there. That's not one of the things. I'm going to get rid of the camera. You all know about that. These are the three that I use all the time to make stuff. The camera by accident. We'll start with Kinemaster. So Kinemaster is number one. And number two is Sketchbook. This is a free, these are all on Android devices. I guarantee you can find the same similar things on your iOS device, which is an Apple device. This is a free software called Sketchbook. And I use this to do all kinds. See, I did that to use the little logo, which I'm going to change. Let's say I want a new sketch. This is free. I'm using a free version. And it can do layers, and it can do all sorts of tools, and a million colors. And it can bring pictures in from outside. For example, this was the thumbnail. And with this, I do all of the additional graphics. And I didn't use it on this side, but I use it very much. Sketchbook. Finally, FL Studio Mobile is where I do the electronic music. And it's a complicated program, but whoa. This is, I mixed an album on this one, all of the various cuts. And individual songs. This is what I use for the electronic music, which you'll notice on my site a lot of. And likewise, all the digital images from previous times. And occasionally I go that way. The whole non-digital arts was a change. And let me explain. So you'll notice this drawing here, this painting, whatever you want to call it, digital image. This one has so many colors, and I just couldn't replicate it in the painting world. Just no way. Like, I'd have to spend thousands of dollars to buy every color under the rainbow and then mix. So I spent many years, maybe 10, 20 years, I don't know how long, even longer maybe, doing only digital when I switched over from painting and everything. So I can't just go like this and change my whole style and everything, because I love the colors. And I used to do lots of paintings with colors, but then I discovered I was very restricted in my colors. Look at this. This here, the difference in terms of all the yellow and greens. And it can go from... So that's why I don't paint in color. Next up, well, I promised... So we talked about my digital tools, and those are 3 in number. FL Studio Mobile, Sketchbook, and Kinemaster. Oh, I mentioned about Kinemaster. There's a free version, the regular version, the unlocked version, which means there's no watermark and you can save your projects, is $89 Canadian every year. FL Studio you pay once, and it's free uploads and free updates indefinitely. So these are music, images, and video, and all the other tools as well. That's this item. Let's go to the next one for that. I have to take a little break and get ready for the fashion show. These are my work clothes. I put this over my other clothes so it doesn't get all dirty. And I picked an appropriate place, an echoey stairwell. And let's see. Let me just do it. So I have the top here, and then there's like this apron so my pants don't get painted. And it's called Velcro. And like I say, I just made it. And so it's like, okay, it's not right. It's like goofy. It's like some sort of weird cult thing. Some sort of high priest of some weird shit. But it works. It's the whole idea that you can do it. I can do it. Anyone can do it. So just do it. I needed something to cover up my clothes so they don't get destroyed by the paint or whatever I'm doing. So I found this material, believe it or not, found it, okay? And then I made it. And that's that. More to come.